it's a bit of uh, a bit too much. If you are a small business wanting to do a little push or promotion on Facebook or Instagram, and now you have to sort of double up, add more money to it. It's quite a lot, yeah.
No, I mean, definitely, we have Maxwell here, so maybe he'll help us with some cuts and all that. But let me just come to you, Entamuti.
Yeah.
How are you taking this? Did you see this coming?
Yeah. I mean, some people think it's even long overdue, right?
Yeah,
because we've had some countries like Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria that already implemented this VAT. Obviously, probably because Ghana, we are already being bombarded with a lot of taxes. So maybe when we saw this, it came like a whole surprise,
Yeah.
And I mean, you pass here, you pay e-levy, you pass there, you pay this tax, and so it's just a lot, on us. And for the likes of us who are into the digital marketing space, where we assist brands to help them with their boostings and their SEOs and PPCs and stuff like that. I mean, you try to explain this to clients, and it's like they've not even seen the news, because already you are taking some sort of tax on your service that you are offering them, and then you have to come and explain to them that, okay, so Meta is taking 21%, and then is a whole lot. So I mean, it's quite a lot to take in.
Right, but do you foresee that this will sort of cannibalize, the current spending? Do you think that now people might spend less so they can catch up? Say if they're looking to spend $100, instead of them spending $100 and then the tax being added to increase, will they spend now $80? So maybe in addition and all those things, they'll match up to the $100. Do you see?
Yeah. I mean, definitely spending on social media ads is definitely going to reduce from the client's perspective, because everybody is looking at cutting costs. And I mean, this is also a door opening for us to also look at other avenues of online, advertisements, that should not just be about social media promotion and boosting and stuff like that. Today, influencer marketing is here, and people are using influencers. I mean, you've had your own share, people, brands contacting you for influencer marketing. These are other areas that I think we should also look at, because it's also an opportunity. We have nano influencers having even just like 2,000 followers to certain number of followers. Meanwhile, they have a very quality people following them. So then maybe instead of carrying all the money to go give to Mark, probably you can make the money linger around here in our locality. So it's also cool in that way.
But I mean, Maxwell, how did we get here? Was this a conversation had between Entravision and the government, or it was all three parties?
So like Amayal said, other jurisdictions are already doing this, and it's long overdue. And it's been going on for a while. Competition has gone on, and the government has actually been following up with these social media marketing companies for a long time. And it's just due. From 1st of August, we are coming in to start helping the governments make more revenue, basically. And this is going to boost the economy. And from where I sit as a finance person for an ad company, yes, Q3, Q4, we are going to get some reduce in spend on the market. But from Q1, it's going to go up. Because with time, everybody's going to understand that the more you spend, the more results you are going to get. Once you reduce your spend, you don't get your results. So from Q1, I expect an increase. But for the next few months, I expect revenue to fall.
Right. Amayal, what impact do you think this tax regime is going to have on content creation now?
Well, for most content creators, not all of them advertise. But if I'm thinking by this model, you're also now going to be taxed on revenues you generate. And so most of the Facebook Meta monetizations don't work very well. I mean, they don't work within Ghana. So most people cannot monetize within this environment anyway. And so I'm guessing people will start to feel the pinch when they earn from Meta, and now they have to also pay some taxes. I think it started on YouTube, where revenue from particularly America was being taxed. But even on YouTube, I'm sure it's going to change further. And regardless of whether it's come from America or not, people will be paying taxes. I think these are established businesses. Yes, we make revenue, and once you make revenue, you should find a way of being taxed. And so I feel on the meta side of things, people will feel, creators will feel the pinch when they start monetizing and something is taken from that for tax.
Well, you want to add
Yeah, I want
something,
to add
Maxwell?
something. With agencies that are really set up, who are already spending on Meta, are not really going to feel the pinch.
Okay.
The only pinch they're going to feel is going to be the 6% levy. That's going to be additional. Regards to the VAT, with our tax laws, there's an input-output system where they can always set off against the invoices they give to their
Right.
clients. So technically, only get 6% increment has come on board.
For the agencies that are
Agencies,
set up.
the SMBs and the individual advertisers are the ones going to feel the pinch. Most of these SMBs are not registered. Individual advertisers are not registered, and I think earlier this year the government brought about the upfront VAT system to try and catch everybody into the tax net. So, so this one way the government is trying to bring everybody on board, and Meta as a partner of the government and the GRA is helping out too.
So you're advising SMEs to register
Everybody needs to register
Yes.
for taxes.
to make it
Because
easier.
already, the few that we are registered and paying income tax and a few VATs are already feeling the pinch.
Right.
When the tax base becomes bigger, trust me, the government is going to reduce some of these taxes. Because we are just taxing a limited number of people, the tax burden has become too much for us. But once the numbers are reduced, the numbers are increased, the government should find a way to reduce some of these
Yeah.
taxes and unburden us.
I mean, let me just come to you, Entamoti. Looking so far, there hasn't been a major backlash. Maybe because the understanding is not really clear
Yeah.
to the clients and to the people as well.
Yeah.
For you being a content creator, do you have any plans or probably educating your clients more on this?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think that's where I had a little problem with the government and then Meta themselves. That I feel they did not do too much to educate the public about this. I mean, I was talking about the U.S. implementation of taxes for international creators, for viewers from the States, right? And they put out this announcement like months before, prior to the implementation. So there was a lot of roundtable discussions. They themselves on their channels put out a lot of educational videos to educate creators about this. So when we are even paying these taxes, like, we kind of understand, we really have an understanding of what we're getting into. Here like the case with Meta, we just woke up and then people just start getting these emails like, wait, what?
And it's implementing in 2 weeks.
Exactly. It was just all over the place. When this happens, now people are just trying to look for loopholes to escape these taxes, which is very possible.
That's what happens.
Do you understand?
That's
Exactly. So that is why there must, on the side of Meta and even the government, there must be a lot of education. I mean, yeah, all of us can start. We are all stakeholders. We started already. But when the big fishes, start to, put out a lot of video content, a lot of kind of somehow marketing, because they're still gonna make money anyways, to educate creators and the populace about this, then we will know the need to not to find our ways around just to pay these taxes.
But on the other side, Intervention has been doing so much local content. Like we are here to represent Meta here, support you guys, and everybody that has joined us. We have a large SMB base where we train them on this input-output system. So locally here, we've been doing our bit to help educate whoever we meet. Our client partners have been going out. We've been on radio, we've been on TV, we've been on our platforms on Meta and Instagram, advertising and speaking to everybody, basically training you online just to try and bring people on board. We have 2 webinars coming up this month, and we'll be speaking about these taxes, the benefits that's going to come, and how best, if you join our team, we are going to help you monetize and also meet your business.
I also like to hear from Amaya on this topic in particular. Are there any measures you're putting in place to, educate your clients on these taxes that have been added?
For me, I don't currently have clients like Entomology, where I do social media marketing for them. So I am not thinking in that regard. But in terms of general knowledge, yes, especially when I got the news, I was going to put something together, but it just happened within my birthday celebration. So
Yeah.
I haven't had the time to do it. Yes,
So we should look forward to that from you as well.
yes, yes, yes.
I mean, let me just pick your final thoughts on this. What's the way forward for you? I mean, yes, we are going to see you, put out some education to the clients, but I mean, to the general public, what would be your advice to those who are looking for the loopholes to escape these taxes?
Like Mark said, we shouldn't look for those loopholes. We should be good citizens. Our taxes are supposed to build the country. I think most of us don't have issues paying taxes that much. We often feel that what we pay, we don't see
Exactly. That's
it
what I was even
working
going to
for
ask.
us, and that becomes the bigger issue beyond Meta. People we have to look at taxes really being used the way they ought to be used for our benefit. I think for me that is the bigger question. But as citizens, unfortunately, we have to pay these taxes if we want to develop. And for me, I still don't get why we are paying this COVID
Get
levy.
fund.
I think, and I'll let the experts deal with it,
Yes,
but
please.
but
He
I
will.
feel
I've written it down for him.
I
Please.
feel it's
I'm
our
representing Meta here,
time.
not the GRA.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Amaya. So I'll just come to you, Etamwisi,
Yeah.
as well. Loopholes.
I mean, that's what he was saying, right? Sometimes paying the taxes are not the problem, but when you paying these monies and you don't know what is being used for, that is the problem. I mean, we're sitting here and we're still having a conversation about PayPal not being implemented in Ghana. This is like a major global payment system, and you will be shocked the opportunities that will be unraveled if it's working in Ghana, right? We've been having this conversation for so long. Do you know that even though we have over 1 million users on Twitter, you are not able to run ad on Twitter in Ghana? I mean, before you can do that, you have to run through aggregators. We're talking about some agencies in South Africa and Kenya. I don't know if you guys are already doing this, but
No, yeah. We are here locally representing
Thank
Meta
you.
as well.
I mean, I'm just citing an example.
Yeah.
It's a sister company. It's a problem. So I think the government should do more to address some of these. I mean, of course, at the end of the year, we're gonna have several millions of dollars through this, VAT system. I mean, that's just been implemented and stuff. So we are hoping that, I mean, when these monies are being mobilized, I mean, I understand the government is trying to mobilize money from every corner. These are the real issues. Let's tackle it. We are out there making so much noise that, hey, we are the African, we are leading the digital space in Africa, blah, blah, blah. But we have these critical issues, that need to be, addressed, by the government. I mean, this whole meter thing, look at how quick the government was just to put it out there.
Yeah.
But I know we talk about some of these issues. Look at now data. You can't even buy data in this country.
Listen.
You know what I mean? No, it's sick.
Listen.
And it's data that we use to get on these
All these
platforms,
things.
all to. So yes, if you are taking our monies and you tell us that, okay, look, I mean, now we've got the money, we're able to do these things now. Okay, so we are going to subsidize your data for you. Now, if you're paying 1 CD for 1 megabyte, okay, so now it's going to be 50% for. I mean, then we know that real changes are actually happening. But it's not just about just taking the monies and then that's it. That's my real challenge.
Mita. Mita sister. Or sister Mita. What are you doing for us?
So the training, and as Amaya said, many people are finding loopholes into the system. And there's a legal loophole. Just don't evade tax. You can avoid tax by just basically registering. But the other side is your consumers are going to pay more for it.
Right.
Because once you register for VAT, you have to charge VAT before you can offset it. So my basic advice is, yes, everybody should register for VAT. And enjoy Entravision.
We should enjoy it.
Yeah.
We should enjoy. So I mean, in simple terms, just to break down. So if someone wants to advertise with, say, Entamoti on Facebook, and the person is looking to spend the charges in dollars.
Yeah.
Yes?
Are we charging cities?
We charge in cities.
Yeah, we do local billing. Because we are here locally.
Okay.
Your business manager is in USD, but we charge in cities.
But at the end of the day, to be,
Converted.
the calculation to be converted,
Yes.
definitely.
And we use, our rates are one of the best.
So what are your rates?
Our rates are one of the best. So our rates are one of the best. And I can put it out there. We use the cash rates from the banks.
Okay.
Yeah, and every bank you go has most of the banks now have the same cash rate. So we have one of the cheapest rates in the market. And as compared to using your credit card to spend online where the additional charges, there are no charges with us. So once the month ends, and we give 60 days. We give 60 days credit. So once you're on board with us and you spend, the month ends, we invoice you in cities. You have 30 days to pay us instead of you having just swiping your card and paying online. So we are here basically helping everybody who needs to advertise. So from here, maybe you
definitely, because we look at some sort of collaborations and
it's going to help. And the GRS was doing well. That I can say, I can applaud them. They are doing so much tax education this year around, and
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay, you sound so, calm, down to earth. He's here for us. He's here for you. So if you have any issues, so please don't worry about it.
Just send an email to ghana@entravision.com.
Really?
Yeah, and we'll help you out.
And so, let me just pick your final words.
Yeah, so, I mean, I know, as we've all agreed, it is just when two elephants are fighting, it's just the grass that's suffer, right? So it's the little ants that are going to suffer, startups, small businesses, SMEs, my people.
They'll get there.
These are people that have just started out. My advice is they should try and use more organic way in promoting their businesses and creating awareness online. Make use of Facebook groups, make use of WhatsApp groups. As I said earlier on, nano influencer marketing. There are several LinkedIn groups. Try and make use of these professional platforms to be able to. That is, if you have not, gotten there yet, to have that funds to be able to, boost or run ads on social media. Then you go through these ways. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Definitely, I'm sure that the people have understood. And you want to put out the dates for the upcoming trainings? So
yeah, I think last week of July and I think the last week of August.
Okay, so there are two.
There are two webinars.
Okay, so definitely people can stay tuned on your social
and we
media
also
pages.
having a Black Friday event for all advertisers in Ghana.
Oh.
To try and
sweets.
Yeah, so it's the first in Sub-Saharan Africa. So just to let you understand how to advertise well to get your clientele for Black Friday.
So if people want to get all these details, your social media?
Social media, Entravision Ghana. And I'll just send an email to ghana@entravision.com.
Yeah.
Our sales guys work 24/7.
Okay.
Yes, we're 24/7.
Okay.
And we're able to help you out.
Definitely.
Yeah, sure.
And so, Mercy, please, your social media handle.
Yeah, so Entamorty on all platforms. Our digital platform is Entamorty_digital. Please, Entamorty is ENTAMOTY. So yeah, Entamorty. Twitter, Entamorty
No
digital.
dots, no underscores.
No, the digital platform where we run our social media stuff is Entamorty_digital on Instagram. Or just Google Entamorty and then our business. We
just Google them and you find all that you need.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much, gentlemen, for giving us insight into this. Hopefully, people won't find the loopholes to, escape all these taxes. Just pay the taxes. The government will use this for developmental projects and things for all of us. But anyway, I've been speaking to Maxwell Hedido. He's the financial analyst. Our Entravision Meta, they happen to be the authorized sales partners for Meta here in Ghana. Mayor Deborah joined us via Zoom. He is a freelance journalist, blogger, and content creator. And then also Samuel Berima Amwining. He's a social media executive and founder of Entamoti. And they've been giving us insight into these taxes that have been added that I'm sure that you saw on social media. Thank you so much, gentlemen.